I think when you have a guy like Michael Hoecht that you can kind of,
Yeah.
there's no film on him, right? One of the things about Michael Hoecht playing is teams don't know what the Bills are going to do with him. And the Bills have had this plan for him. And Eric, you and I have said for weeks and weeks, and I'm
Yeah.
so glad he played well because you and I have told everybody Michael Hoyt's going to change this defense. Like they have a plan for him. They're going to use him in ways that they've planned on, but they haven't been able to. And as I've said many times, I'm not telling you he's Bruce Smith. I'm not telling you he's Ray Lewis in the middle either, right? That's not what I'm telling you. What I am telling you, though, he's going to allow the defense to play with more versatility and move guys around a little bit. It's exactly what we saw. And the guy comes up with a sack and a half himself, and he's just all over the field.
Yeah, Michael Hoecht, easily our tapped-in player of the game, presented by Thin Man Brewery. 6 total pressures, 1.5 sacks, 3 total tackles, a fumble force, a negative 9.7 total EPA, the third best among defenders in Week 8 prior to Monday Night Football. He was everywhere. He was on the edge in 2- and 3-point stances. He was inside at D tackle in 2- and 3-point stances. He was rushing the quarterback, dropping in coverage, defending in the run. He did exactly what we expected from him. And when you talked about at the top of the show, the different, personnel packages, the creativity that he is afforded and this defense is afforded when they have a guy like that started at D tackle and then, grew into an edge guy, off the ball linebacker. His skill set is so much fun to watch. And you saw how it can unlock the creativity for the Bills defense.
Yeah, for sure. And Bobby Babich made the point to the media when he spoke yesterday. He's an Ivy Leaguer, Michael Hoecht. Went to Brown. Like,
super smart.
He's a really smart guy. Like, he understands how to watch film. He understands what he's seeing, how to diagnose things. So I think that matters, that football IQ. So you could be really smart and not be smart in football, right? But I mean, this guy, he's smart when it comes to how to play the game and playing, football wise too. So I just thought he was really good. And obviously, it's now without Ed Oliver, a guy that they're going to rely on even more, maybe to get some pressure, especially on those passing situations when they kick him inside. But I really like what I saw from Michael Hoecht and from Larry Ogunjobi as well.
Sure. Hoecht is one of those guys that you love when he's on your team, but he's also like the Marshawn's and the Ty Domies of the world. When he's on the other team, you hate him because he's scrappy,
right, yes.
feisty. He gets under guys' skins. You saw him kind of playing through the whistle a couple of times with some of the offensive linemen of the Panthers. You see him kind of playing mind games in some of those pass rush situations, kind of taunting the center and offensive lineman as those guys are trying to set protections. But his football IQ, I think is, and I said it this offseason, his football IQ, along with his versatility, is really going to lift the acumen of that pass rush room and in those high leverage situations, because for so long with LA, he was calling the stunts in games. We talked about this, the stunts in games in those third down situations. He understands, and you see him pointing out as soon as the offensive line sets protections, he's in tune. He's like, okay, this is a 5-0 protection, or this is a half a slide. And so he understands how they're trying to block up what the Bills are showing. And if you do that and you can understand that as a pass rusher, you know how to attack, you know where those weak edges are. And you saw it in this game against the Panthers. And he was just creating chaos, whether it was against the run or the pass.
Yeah, and he did get a 15-yard penalty late in the game. He's got to be careful of that, right? So as much as you're right, you love guys like that getting under skin. He's got to be careful. You don't want to get a penalty that's going to hurt your team in a critical moment. He did get one late in the game. There was a 15-yard penalty. But I'm excited to see, what the Bills do with Michael Hoecht going forward, especially with the loss of Ed Oliver. Like I said, there's some roster decisions coming up here this week with the loss of Ed Oliver. But Larry Ogunjobi and Michael Hoecht together, I think you can really kind of replace Ed Oliver on a 2-for-1 basis, if you will, right? 2-for-1, meaning, yes, Ed Oliver is a really, really great defensive lineman when it comes to penetrating and chaos. But you can get that with Michael Hoecht moving him, and you can still defend the run with him. Larry Ogunjobi, who's a better run defender really overall than Ed Oliver when it comes to anchoring, and I think that at least, I'll say it this way, Eric, they're more equipped to handle the loss of Ed Oliver now than they were early in the season. You don't want to lose Ed Oliver. He's a great player.
Right.
But they're more equipped to handle the loss of him now than they were earlier in the year.
Right. So for the Panthers game, Michael Hoecht is our tapped-in player of the game, presented by Thin Man Brewery. Mafia Light hits different, and this is presented by Thin Man Brewery. It hits different because it's 3.5% ABV and only 80 calories per 12-ounce can. Drinks like water with notes of beer. It's the first craft Pilsner of its kind brewed and packaged in Western New York, a true game changer for local beer lovers. Michael Hoecht, I hope this isn't the last time we talk about him because he's so much fun. It's going to be such a huge part, as you said, of the Bills defense going forward.